Hi everybody, my name is Mette and I am working in the aerobics department here at Club Center, and today we will be doing a little stretch and relax. We'll be starting standing, just doing a little mobility warm-up, and then we will be doing a few stretches standing and then lying down at the end. We'll be finishing with a little relaxation to finish off. Hope you enjoy. So we're just going to start the feet almost together, bending the knees, and then we're going to do a little circle for the legs. You can place your hands on the knees or a little bit higher if you want, whatever feels good. So just mobilize around the knees, try and go the other direction. A little bit of distance between the feet. We're going to swing the arms back and up. You can soften the knees as you go back. Warming up the shoulders. Keeping the legs moving a little bit. So we still keep the warmth in the quads. And when you're ready, we're going to add on. So we're going to lean forward and lift up. Whatever pace suits you today. Warming up the spine, legs and shoulders. One more time. Perfect. I'm going to step a little bit wider, take the hands in, and now we're just going to rotate. Try and let the hips go, let the heel go. A little spinal rotation. Last one. And relax. Perfect. Just give the arms a little shake, the legs a little shake. There we go. So we're ready. We're going to turn this side. I'm going to turn the side. Take one foot forward. The other foot back. We're going to push the heel down to the floor. Try and keep the hips squared. And then we're going to push slightly forward so we bend the front knee. So we should feel the stretch in the calf and the back leg. Just try and keep the body nice and straight. Back leg as straight as possible and front knee soft. So if it feels good, you can hold the stretch. If you want a little bit more, you can take a breath in, and if you feel you can increase the stretch as you exhale, you can go a few centimeters, millimeters, whatever works, forward. So from the calf, we'll be moving up to the hip. So we're going to lift back heel, then we're going to soften both knees a little bit, then we're going to tuck the tailbone under. So you squeeze the glutes a bit, tuck the tail under, and maybe lean the body slightly backwards. Just a little hip flexor stretch. It's super important to keep the hip flexors flexible. They're connected to the lower back. If you want a bit more, you take the same arm as the leg you have behind you and take a breath, lift the arm up. And as you exhale, you lean to the opposite side. So you're kind of leaning away from the stretch. Remember, if it's too much, just release that arm. Release down. Perfect. Give that leg a nice little shake. You can do the other side. So again, we're starting with the calf. Taking a big step back, straightening the leg as much as possible, pushing the heel down. Take a breath in, square the hips, And as you exhale, bend the front knee, and make sure the hips come forward. So again, in all the stretches, you can hold the stretch, or you can use that breathing, taking a breath in. And as you exhale, see if it feels good to increase the stretch a bit. If you found the spot where it really hurts, then stay. It should never be painful to do the stretches. Maybe slight discomfort, but not pain. And again from the calf, we move up to the hips. So lifting the heel, softening the knees a bit, and tuck that tail slightly under, leaning the upper body a little bit backwards. So the more you can tip the pelvis, the more you're stretching that hip. If you're struggling with the balance, you simply take the front foot further out, so you have wider distance between the feet. If you want a bit more, take a breath, lift the same arm as the leg you have behind, open the chest, and as you exhale, lean away from the back leg. Keep tipping the pelvis, tuck the tail under. Slowly release. Give the legs a nice little shake. Perfect. So from here, feet hip distance apart. Feet can either point forward or maybe slightly out. That's fine. We're going to soften the knees first. We're going to have a little lower back stretch. So you can place your hands by the hips or on the back, whatever feels good. We're going to try and keep the back as straight as possible. So imagine you have a stick on your back, and I'm going to tip forward, but the knees are bent. So from the hips, imagine you're leaning over a railing, tipping forwards, knees are soft, just nice and gentle. Keep the back as straight as possible, chin tucked slightly in. Whenever you feel the stretch, you hold it. Some of you might even feel it in the hamstrings, quite normal, even though the knees are bent. Then from here we're going to tuck the chin in, slowly release, roll down, let the arms relax, down to the floor. You can soften the legs more if you want to. Just try and let the top of the head drop down to the floor. If you want a bit more, you can grab a hold of your elbows, and then you can rock the body gently from side to side. Feel that beautiful stretch in the lower back, the sides. Just soften the knees as much as you need to. Let your head be heavy. If you feel dizzy, just stop in the middle, relax. Then you gently place the hands on the floor, lift the head a little bit, soften the knees, and come to seat. Perfect. So legs out in the front. From here we're going to take right leg, cross it over the left. Really try and sit up as straight as possible, so push the sit bones into the floor. And then with the left arm, we're going to grab a hold around the right knee, pull the knee towards the opposite shoulder. Now there are options here, so if you're a bit more flexible, you can take that bottom leg, cross it under. Just make sure you can sit down completely. If you can't, just keep the leg out. Totally fine. Just a little glute stretch, the outer rotation muscles. So We can also add a little twist to the spine. So we take a breath in, lifting the right arm up, circling back, look after the arm, place the hand on the floor, push your upper body up, look over the right shoulder. So we have the glute stretch and a little spinal twist. So as much as possible, try not to fall back into the hand, but use the hand to push your body forwards and upwards. Sitting nice and tall. Slowly releasing. We're going to keep the foot where it is. All we're going to do is tip the knee out to the side. It's important that your ankle is above your kneecap. So we're going to place the hands in the back so we can relax the upper body. And then gently you're going to bring that left foot in. Not too far, just so you feel a slight stretch. So your right foot, flex the toes pointing up, the knees pushed out. And if you feel a little stretch here, that's perfect. If not, take a breath in, lift the chest high. Maybe you can move your hands closer to your butt, or maybe you can move your left foot closer. So again, use that breath. Deep breath in, open the chest. And exhale, see if you can increase, or you want to stay where you are. So now we're working with the outer rotation of the glutes. So we're flexing the foot, protecting that knee. Keeping the shoulders low, chest high. You can always move that left foot closer, further away, whatever works for you today. And then from here, take a breath, lift the chest, tuck the chin in, and then just tip the body slightly forwards, imagining you're taking the weight off your hands. Slowly release, straightening the leg, and give it a little shake. Perfect, maybe also the arms. So try and tip, again, pull the hips back, sit nice and tall, left leg crosses over, right arm, grab around the knee, open the chest first, and then pull that knee in. So again, option one, or if you wanted that option two, you can take that bottom leg, swing it in, but make sure you can keep both sit bones in the floor. Otherwise, keep the leg out. Again, if you want to add that twist, it's only an option. Take a breath in, left arm reaches up, over, look over the left shoulder, open the chest, and add the twist of the spine. So again, here we want to avoid falling backwards. We want to imagine we bring the chest close to the knee and the thigh. And slowly release. So from here, bring that leg out to the side. Again, make sure that the ankle's above the kneecap. Arms back so you can rest the upper body. Make sure you're not hanging, so still open the chest. Then gently slide that right foot in. Maybe you feel a difference on this side. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's worse. Flex the left foot. Push the knee slightly out. Again, make sure you have both sit bones on the floor. And again, try and open the chest. So make your body long. So the more we can push that knee out, the more we can open, the more we're stretching. Use your breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, see if you can squeeze slightly forwards or bring the foot closer. If it's too much, remember you can always bring the foot further forwards. And then from here, breathing in, lengthen. As you exhale, tuck the chin in, push the body forwards. Again, imagine you're taking all the weight off your hands. Gently bending the arms, stretching the legs out, and give the legs a nice little shake. Perfect. So from here we're going to lie down. We're going to lie down on the front, so on the belly. We're going to stretch the quads out. So if you can reach, grab a hold of your foot, your ankle. You can place the other hand, so the palm is either under your chin or your forehead. Or you can just rest the head on the floor if you want that. So we want the foot or the heel to go close to the butt, and we want the same hip to push down to the floor. If you can't reach with your hand, maybe grab a towel, wrap it around the ankle, and then you can pull in the towel instead. Again, work with your breath. As you exhale, push the hips slightly into the floor. See if you can squeeze the heel closer. Gently releasing the foot. Changing the arm, just give the leg a little shake if you need to. And then when you're ready, reach back, opposite side. So again, bring the heel close, try and push that same hip slightly into the floor, relaxing the upper body. The more you can use your breath, the more you can slowly increase the stretches. So every time you exhale, so you can either squeeze the foot closer or push that hip slightly down to the floor. Slowly releasing the foot, give the legs a nice little shake, and then bring your elbows underneath the shoulders. So from here we're going to stretch the front side, so elbows on the floor. Take a deep breath in, we lift the chest high, we look straight ahead, and then imagine you're pulling your chest forwards. So we're opening the front side, beautiful stretch. Stretching the front side, we're also working on the spinal mobility. If you want a little bit more, if you're more flexible in your spine, place your palms on the floor, take a breath, little squeeze with glutes, and as you exhale, push through the palms. You can go as high as you want, as long as your shoulders don't go up with you. So make sure your shoulders are nice and low. Of course, if you're more flexible, feel free to place your hands closer to your chest and push from there. So don't go further than you can control it. A little squeeze in the glute. anytime you need to, come back to your elbows, it's totally fine. Just squeeze the chest forward. And gently release the upper body down. Place the hands next to the shoulders. Push the body back. From here you can open the knees slightly, bring the toes together, and then sit back, reaching the arms forwards. So try and imagine your armpits. You're going to drop them down to the floor. We're going to lift the chest a little bit. We want to walk the hands to one side. So if the hands are walking to the left, you want to bring your right butt cheek over to your right heel. So we're stretching back muscles to the side. Try and relax the neck. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, see if you can release a little bit more. Slowly lifting up, walking the hands all the way to the other side, moving the glute over, and dropping the head down. So feel that beautiful stretch along the side of the body, the wings, the back. You can always walk your hands baby steps forward if you want more when you're exhaling. Just listen to your body. Feel the stretches. Feel your body letting go. Gently coming back into center. This time, I'm going to push forward to four stance. So knees on the hips. Hands on the shoulders, we're going to do a cat-cow stretch. So from here, bring the belly button in, looking up at the belly, pushing the shoulder blades away from each other, tucking the chin in, and then gently rolling down through the spine, squeezing the shoulder blades. If you have neck problems, you just look to the floor, otherwise, look a little bit up. So this can be done using the breath. So as you exhale, tail under. And inhale, lift the tailbone. If this is too fast, you just do 2 breaths for each move. So in your own pace, cat and cow. So once you have done cow stretch, you're just going to hold it, come back to center, so a straight line in the back. And then from here, tuck the toes under, just slowly turn to one side. There we go, and onto the back. So last few stretches. We're going to start with a hamstring stretch. So feet to the floor. Try and keep your hips down, and then you're going to lift one leg up. Straighten as much as you can. If you need to bend it a bit, that's fine. You can grab a hold behind your thigh, your calf, or your ankle. As long as you're not lifting your hips off the floor, so try and keep them down. So wherever it feels good, shoulders are relaxed, and the back of the head is relaxing on the floor. Try this for me. Tuck the chin slightly in, so we lengthen the neck. So again, no matter where you are, your knee can be soft, it's fine, no problem. You just push the knee down towards the chest. So use your breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, see if the body is relaxing and letting go. If you're a bit more flexible and it feels comfortable, you can even stretch out the opposite leg on the floor. Just remember, try and keep those hips down. Again, if you cannot reach your leg, feel free to grab that towel and pull with the towel. So you should feel a beautiful stretch in the hamstring, the back side of the leg. If your other leg is open, straight, maybe you feel the hip a little bit. Gently releasing, placing the foot on the floor, and then when you're ready, change over. So bring the opposite leg up. Again, the knee can be soft, you can grab hold on your thigh, calf or ankle, whatever feels good. As long as the shoulders can relax on the floor. So try not to reach if your shoulders are lifting. Then you just go a little bit lower, place your hands low on the leg. Deep breath in. As you exhale, tuck the chin slightly in, shoulders heavy, give the leg a slight little push. Maybe this side is different, it's quite normal, so maybe you feel like keeping the leg bent. Maybe it's the better side, maybe you can straighten the leg out. Just try it, see what works for you today. That's why we listen to the body. What we can do on the right side, we might not be able to do on the left side. So we adjust the stretches. Keep working with your breath every time you exhale, so you can slowly increase millimeter by millimeter. Release the leg. This time we're going to bring both knees towards the chest. So bring the knees up. We're going to take the arms out to the side, so the palms are facing the sky, the ceiling, wherever you are. Keep that chin tucked in, and then gently let the legs roll to one side. So a beautiful spinal twist. Now see if the opposite shoulder can stay in the floor. So if you feel that you're lifting your shoulder, then maybe you want to bring your knees a little bit down. If you can easily keep that shoulder down, you can maybe bring the knees higher. And maybe you want to lift the head and look away from the knees. If you can control that shoulder, you can even take the same arm beside the legs too. Place the hand on top of the top leg and just a slight little weight. When you're ready, release with the hand. Gently bring the legs over to the other side. When you're ready, just take your time. Rock to the other side again. Feel if the shoulder is lifting. Then bring the knees down so the shoulder can relax on the floor. You can lift the head. you can look away from the knees. Where do you feel the stretch? Is it in the lower back? Maybe your glutes? Maybe more the chest for some of you. Maybe you can adjust the position of the knees. You can bring them higher if you want more, lower if you want less. Or you can use that hand, place it on top. Gentle, gentle weight. Gentle release. Bring the legs back. Maybe you just want to give your knees a little hug. You can rock gently from side to side. Relax in the lower back. And at any position that is good for you. Maybe you want to bring your feet to the floor and then let your knees drop together. Maybe you want your arms out. Maybe you want your legs straight. Whatever works good, where you can relax for the next few minutes. Maybe you find it more comfortable sitting up. You can also do that. So again, whatever works for you, any position is good. No matter where you are, try and close your eyes, let your shoulders be heavy. Let them drop down from your ears. Let your eyelids be heavy. Try and let go of the small muscles in your face. Smooth out the forehead. Let your cheeks relax. The little muscles around your eyes let go. Maybe you want the tongue to fall back in the mouth. Let it go with the jaw. And just feel your breath. You don't have to change the rhythm of it. Just feel the breath. Feel your inhale. As you breathe in through the nose. Feel your lungs expand on the in-breath. And feel your out breath, soft and gentle. Maybe you exhale through the nose, or maybe through the mouth. Just feel how gentle your out breath is. Feel how your lungs empty completely. And notice that little moment when you have emptied your lungs completely, just before you take the next inhale, there is a little pause, a little moment when nothing happens. Body is quiet. And then you breathe in again, filling up your lungs with air. And you exhale, empty your lungs completely. And then let the magical moment, a second or two, where you're still. It's almost like the body has pressed the pause button. And then it goes again. The breath, working without us doing anything. Just automatically filling up and emptied. Our breath is the most precious thing. It is what keeps us alive. So once in a while it is really nice to take the time and listen and feel the breath. It will calm your mind and your body too. And it will bring you back to focus. So whenever you're ready, take one last deep breath in. No matter how you're positioned, as you exhale, stop moving your fingers and your toes. Bring them back to life gently. Maybe you want to stretch your body out, stretch the legs and the arms overhead. Maybe you want to do the opposite. Maybe you want to curl up, hug your knees. Just do whatever feels good for you right now. Now when you're ready, roll onto one side. Maybe you want to bend the knees a bit. Maybe you want to rest your head on the lower arm. And then use your top hand to push your body up into any seated position that works for you. Legs can be straight, bend, it doesn't matter. And then you tuck your chin in, look down to the floor, maybe you blink a little bit with your eyes. Take a deep breath in, lift the head, lift the arms. And as you exhale, bring the palms together, bring them down over your forehead, your nose, chin, stop by the chest. Thank you so much for joining. Stretch and relax. Hope you enjoyed it.